WCBI sports coverage of MSU women's basketball is brought to you by OCH Regional Medical Center, advanced medicine, compassionate care, and visit Columbus, the city that has it all.
It is back to business Friday night in Kansas City as Mississippi State's quest to return to the Final Four continues in the Sweet 16 against the NC State Wolfpack. WCBI's Tom Ebel is in KC and has more on the matchup. Tom?
Thank you, Robbie. Another year, another Sweet 16 for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, except this year is unlike years past. The Bulldogs are now the favorites instead of the underdogs. The Bulldogs appeared to be cool and confident heading into Friday's matchup, and the Bulldogs believe that their experience has given them the poise that's going to help them when the lights come on Friday night.
We know how to focus and lock in, especially on teams where people think that you're the underdog like we were last year. So. But I also think this year's different because we have a target on our back. We have a #1 seed by our name, so we have a job to do.
The Bulldogs prepare to face an NC State team that is not unlike Mississippi State teams of the past. The Wolfpack finished 4th in an ACC that fields 2 #1 seeds in Notre Dame and Louisville, and they're embracing an underdog role here in Kansas City facing the top seed Bulldogs.
They're a lot like us when we watch them play a little bit, just a tough, hard-nosed defensive team, hard to score against.
This team is they just battle. You know, we were down 25 points. We were down 26-1 to Louisville, and with 3 minutes left in the game, we were down 4 and had the ball. So, again, they're not going to quit.
Coach Schaefer believes the situation is nothing new for his Mississippi State Bulldogs, as they've been playing with a target on their back since game #1 of the season. First, it was being the nation's runner-up. Then it was the undefeated season. Now it's the #1 attached to the front of their name. Schaefer believes his Bulldogs have already proven that they can succeed when getting everyone's best shot.
That's hard to do. Let's be honest. That's really hard to do. And, you know, up until we get beat in the championship game in the Southeastern Conference tournament, they're playing with that undefeated, you know, that's a pretty heavy anchor that you're carrying around, you know, and they handled it like a champ.
Senior guard Ro Johnson was not here in Kansas City on Thursday as she was attending her grandfather's funeral. Head coach Vic Schaefer says, barring anything unexpected, Ro will be here Friday and suited up, ready to play NC State. Tip-off between the Bulldogs and the Wolfpack here in the Sweet 16 is set for 6 p.m. coming up on Friday. Make sure you tune into WCBI Sports all throughout Friday as we continue our coverage of the Bulldogs, looking to be 1 win closer to bringing home yet another NCAA Regional Championship. Reporting here inside the Sprint Center in Kansas City, Tom Ebel for WCBI Sports. Robbie, we'll send it back to you in Columbus.
All right, thanks, Tom. Again, Friday, 6 p.m. is the tip-off time. You can watch the game on ESPN. We'll have more from Tom, hopefully throughout the weekend as the Bulldogs continue their run to Columbus, Ohio. By the way, keep an eye on the rebounding margin. NC State 8th in the country in rebounding margin, so if MSU is going to win the game, got to keep the Wolfpack off the glass.